Have you ever faked something only to find it becoming real? This is the story of Sade and Jamal, two strangers caught in a lie that started with fear but unfolded into something deeper. Before we begin, hit subscribe, like the video, and tell us in the comments, would you risk love for a visa? Sade stared at the email in her inbox. Her Tier 4 visa was expiring in 61 days. No sponsor, no job, no plan, just cold grey skies and 1,000 dreams that were about to vanish. She was a final year student at Goldsmiths, hardworking, Nigerian, ambitious, the kind who never asked for help. But desperation has a way of humbling even the proud. She needed a solution. Fast. Jamal, on the other hand, wasn't desperate. Not yet. But broke. Absolutely. A lean, dreadlock DJ with just enough swagger to get booked on weekends. And just enough debt to get evicted by the next one. They met online, in a Telegram group where hustlers, immigrants, and survivors whispered solutions to problems no one else understood. Sade posted, looking for someone to enter arrangement. Need to legalize stay. Serious only. Jamal replied with a handshake emoji and a message. We talk, face to face. They met in a greasy chicken shop in Peckham. She wore a wool cap and cautious eyes. He wore a tracksuit and charm. She told him the deal. £3,000 in 2 parts. Just pretend to be your husband. No kissing, no touching. Just documents and timing. He smiled. So I'm your actor now. She looked away. Just don't catch feelings. They staged their first couple photo awkwardly. Sade stood stiff, like someone doing a crime. Jamal leaned in, teasing, you need to soften, babe. Pretend you like me small. I don't. But even as she said it, her heartbeat betrayed her. They moved quickly. Photos, shared bills, a fake backstory, wedding-style selfies in parks, short WhatsApp exchanges filled with rehearsed affection. They practiced for the home office like actors before an audition. What's his favorite food? What side of the bed does he sleep on? They laughed, and somewhere between the laughter and the rehearsals, the pretending got blurry. The night before the interview, they sat shoulder to shoulder on Jamal's bed, quizzing each other, drinking Lucozade, and stealing glances they didn't admit to. When he reached for her hand and said, I've got you, she didn't pull away. At the interview, they wore matching grey. Their lies were smooth, their chemistry unscripted. When Sade corrected him on his fake favorite movie, he smiled, wide and real. The officer took notes, nodded slowly, and sent them on their way. No confirmation, just hope. They celebrated with cheap wine and fried plantain. She called him husband. He called her madam. They laughed, then they kissed. And for the first time, neither of them was acting. From then, it got harder to separate real from fake. They shared a bed, shared meals, shared moments. She started cooking for him. He started showing up to pick her from work. One night, after he played a set at a Brixton club, she waited outside, arms crossed, annoyed. You hugged that girl too long, she said. He laughed. Jealousy doesn't suit you, wife. You're not my husband. He paused. Aren't I? Weeks passed. The visa decision came quietly. Just a white envelope on their shared doormat. Approved. valid until 2026. Sade screamed. Jamal lifted her off the ground. They kissed again, this time longer, softer. But then came the silence. The giggles stopped. She didn't need him anymore. She got an internship in Manchester. He got more bookings in London. The texts slowed. The air shifted. On their final night, she sat on the bed, folding socks into a travel bag. "You still leaving?" he asked. "It's a good opportunity. We were never real anyway, Abby." She didn't respond because part of her didn't want to lie anymore. A year later, at King's Cross, she heard someone shout, "Wifey!" She turned. Jamal, in a better jacket, with the same crooked smile. They hugged. "How's the visa?" he asked. "Still valid." "How's the music?" "Still loud." They laughed. He looked at her, seriously this time. "Do you ever think about what we had?" She looked away. "All the time." Some loves are fake on paper, but real in the heart. Some people pretend, only to discover the truth hiding underneath the act. If you've ever crossed a line for survival, or found love where you weren't supposed to, tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because here on Afro Tales, every story has a little bit of truth and a whole lot of feeling.